Talk about the kind of the battle that will happen here, and one of the unfortunate realities about it from my perspective as the guy on bottom. Okay, so because there's like the theory and then there's like the reality. Okay, so the theory is I lock my legs up, put this knee down, I go here, I turn this way, I get my shin in front of him. Oh, we're safe. I've got a frame, right? That's the theory, and it definitely can work like that, but the reality is also he can push the knee out and still come towards me, and then let's just turn this way and put this knee down. Don't do this hard because I'm a little sore today, but the battle is going to be this. I keep trying to turn this way, and he keeps trying to push my knees out that way, and it's a fight. And guys, here's the unfortunate reality about this position. From my perspective, this is fucking tiring. Okay, this is really, really tiring, okay? And I don't think it's that tiring for him, okay? So what you have is a situation where, yeah, both of us can win here, for sure, make no mistake. But the problem is gonna be, I'm using a lot of energy, okay? Your abs are burning, sometimes your back hurts, right? You're like, it's tough, okay? And then over time, if you go against someone who's good from this position from the top, okay, you're gonna gas and you're probably gonna lose, okay? So what should we do? What we're gonna do is we're gonna make an adjustment. We did a good job of getting into, we got to the entanglement, but now we're gonna move to another position this other position is much easier to prevent getting smashed from, okay? We opened up by talking about two different categories of leg entanglements. There are those where my legs are like wrapped around his leg, and then you could arguably say this is not even an entanglement anymore, a position where my legs are not wrapped around his leg anymore, right? So here versus here. So first I wanted to just get some kind of connection with him, so I wanted to do this, because now I can pull him, I can hold on to him with my legs. But this same pulling ability that I have with my legs, the advantage is it connects me to him. But the disadvantage is it connects me to him, right? So, because that can also lead into leg drags and getting smashed, okay? So the connection is good in one sense, but it can backfire on us, okay? So once we've got this connection with our legs, then if I feel like I'm getting too much pressure, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue to hold on to him, but mainly with my arm, okay? So I'm gonna hold on to him with my arm. We're gonna switch to, so first we're gonna be, no, keep that up, keep that up. I'm gonna be here, and now I'm gonna go to this kind of a grip, okay? Now I'm gonna, and keep a good base, don't fall over. Now I take my left leg, I'm gonna open up my legs, put my foot behind his hamstring, okay? And I'm gonna step on my own shin with my left foot. Okay, this is called a butterfly Ashi, okay? The big advantage of this position is that now my left leg is in a position to push him away, and so I'll go here, and then I'll open up if I have to, and I'll turn to get onto my right hip. Now I can push him away with my left leg, okay? It's a lot harder for him to come towards me. If I feel like he's still doing a good job of like pulling this leg, my right leg, it's kind of like a leg drag, he still could turn me this way. If I feel like that's too much, I will take my right leg, push, go on his stomach, and in even more extreme circumstances, go on just turn this way. Perfect, very good, stay right here. I'll go here. Okay, so we were here. Okay, now, I put this foot flat, good. I go here, then I can go here or here. My ideal is this. This is my favorite. Okay, keep this knee out. Keep this knee out. This is my favorite. Okay, we're gonna talk more about why, but yeah, just note that I really like that one. So we're here. I entered like this. It was important that I entered. It was important that I entered by connecting to him like so. Okay, but now maybe he's crushing me. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna take our legs and put them from a situation where I'm pulling him to me to where I'm pushing him away, but I'm still maintaining a connection, except now with my arms, okay? So, we go here. If I have to open up, I can, because you can use this hand to like push and stuff. Then I make space to go here, and then ultimately my favorite is this. Okay, does this make sense, guys? And now when he goes to come towards me to smash me, way harder. It's way harder for him to do that. Okay, it's much harder. I can push him away from me, and I can continue to hold on to him with my arms. We're using this grip now, so come up for 1 second. Just sit down for me. Sit down on the floor. Okay. We're using this grip because it's the tightest way to hold on to his leg just with my arms. So if you guys see what my arms are doing, this is pretty good, like just a regular like ankle lock style grip. But this, we call this a double barrel grip. This is the tightest. This is the tightest way to hold on to his leg just with your arms. Okay, basically it's a little bit like a rear naked choke if you were gripping at the wrist, right? So don't do this. This is not bad. It's definitely still tight. This is tighter. Okay. The reason is because I can take my elbows and bring them into my ribs, versus here you can't really do that. To make a rear naked choke, you have to, like, you can't bring your elbows back as much. But if I grip here, very tight. What may happen, what might make this difficult for you guys, so look at my left hand. This is not the way you want to do it. When I make so this is the grip you shouldn't do, this is the grip you should do. Look at my left hand. See how it comes like inside? If you try to keep the hand on the top and you try to grip your wrist, it's like you're gonna break your own wrists, okay? Maybe if you're crazy flexible, you can do it, but it's hard. This is easier, okay? Does this make sense, guys? And if you go like this is fucking hard for him to pull out. Just with your arms, it's really tight, okay? Whereas if I'm here, this is tight, but if he rips it back hard enough, he's probably gonna get it out, most likely. But if I'm here, he's probably gonna drag me along the mat if he goes to move back. So watch, let's just do a little experiment. Go here, put your hands on the floor. Good, and now just like try to pull me back. Pull the leg up. He's most likely gonna pull me with him, right? But if I go here, go to do it. Yeah, the foot can find its way out. And like, obviously you gotta take my word on this. I'm holding this tight right now. So go to pull it out. He can find his way out, right? Now, if we're good, we can use that to get Aoki locks, right? But if I just want to not let him get out of position, now I'm going to do it. He doesn't really have a pathway out. Does that make sense, guys? Because so my legs, if I'm moving them from a position where here my legs are holding him, but now I've got to push him with my legs to not get crushed. Something has to hold the leg, right? Like otherwise you can just take it out. Like here, just bring your leg out. Yeah, nothing is stopping that. So I have to use my arms for that. Does that make sense, guys? Yeah, so let's go back. Let's come this way. And all of this that we're going through, it's important that we understand this stuff, because the reality is like when you're on bottom and you're putting people into these positions, like if they're not very good, you don't really need to think about any of this stuff. You're probably just gonna leg lock them. But if they're good and they have pressure, your attacks are gonna get you fucked up, right? So you have to know, okay, how do I attack in a way that doesn't lead me to getting smashed, right? It's like if I was a boxer and I'm just throwing like crazy hooks and stuff, like if they suck, like maybe you'll win, right? Like, but if they're any good at all, they're gonna like just attack your openings and smash you. Does that make sense, guys? Yeah. All right, so one more time. So we're gonna be here. Put this knee down for me. Good, perfect, good. All right, so first thing, I go here. If you find you cannot get the space with your left foot, right? You're like, fuck, I can't fit it. Sometimes that happens. You can put your foot on the floor, hip out, then you can almost, I never have any problems once I do that. It's pretty easy, okay? Now from there, we take this foot, I go on the stomach, and then what I like to do is push, and I really like to get behind the hamstring. This is my favorite. If I can get here, it's so easy to stay on my right hip, push him away, and sort of tilt him this way with my right shin. Okay, you can turn him this way. And then we have so many good attacks, which we can do. Okay, it's really hard for him to smash us once we've done this. Okay, make sense, guys? All right, let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3. First one is if he's on a knee, and the second one is if he stands up. Come up on this foot. No, like stand up. Yeah, good. Okay, good. All right, these are the two kind of situations you'll find yourself in here, okay? If he stands, let's just very briefly talk about something. we have to be a little bit careful with this foot, my right foot, okay? Now, this is not an X guard. This would be an X guard, but obviously it's very similar, right? Similarly to an X guard, we don't want this leg to get too low. So there's a trip sweep. This is a really good sweep. I taught this at the last seminar I taught here. But in this guard, that doesn't really work the same way, okay? It's not very good. If I let this foot go low, he's most likely going to take this leg and step back. Now this is dangerous for me, okay? He's starting to threaten my, we call this a J point, okay? I can't push him with my feet. It's starting to become pretty dangerous for me, okay? So I don't want him to gain that angle. So you just make sure this foot, don't let it get too low. It should stay no lower than the knee, okay? Any lower than that, we start to run into the risk of him backstepping, okay? Does that make sense, guys? But obviously, that's only gonna be a problem if he's standing up. If he's down on his knee, go down on your knee, he's not gonna, it's not really even a concern, right? So let's just turn a little bit this way. But I wanted to just talk about that because sometimes people definitely will stand up, okay? So, yeah. Anyway, let's talk about an attack from here, and then we'll look at an attack from when he stands up, okay? So, what I want you guys to do here is the attack that we're gonna look at, keep good posture, it really is two attacks, and it's gonna be dependent upon what's going on with this knee, okay? Stay here. If the knee turns out this way, we have one attack, and if the knee turns down, we have another attack, okay? First, let's look at if he turns the knee out. If he turns the knee out, what he's trying to do is prevent me from gaining access to contact with the back of his knee. Because he knows if I can hit the back of his knee, I can turn his knee and we can start gaining heel exposure, okay? This is really pretty well known. Like most people, even if they can't like articulate what I just said, they know, it's pretty obvious, right? If I can push your knee, I can get a heel, okay? It's pretty obvious, okay? So, what they're going to do is they're going to turn the knee out, and this is an intelligent instinct. This makes sense, okay? But we're going to capitalize upon it and put him into an Aoki lock, okay? When I feel this, okay, I'm just going to take my left hand and pull his heel across my chest, and then we make. Did I teach this at the last seminar? The Waffen yeah, okay, all right. Okay. So we make the Waffen grip. Now from here, we have an Aoki lock. I won't go over it too much because we looked at it at the last seminar, but the finish is going to be, I take my left knee and I compress it as I take my shoulders back, and it's a very strong finish, okay? Let's go back. So again, that's if he turns the knee out. He turns the knee out, I take my, because the knee's going out, the foot is going this way, right? Like where the knee goes, the foot goes in the opposite way, right? So turn the knee down. Yeah, look, the foot's gonna go the opposite way. The knee goes out, foot goes in, right? So when I'm here, the knee goes out, bang, the foot's already going that way, we're just helping it. So I take my bicep, as the knee goes out, I take my bicep and I push across my chest, and then, oh sorry, you okay?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, jeez. Okay, all right, that's why I asked if he had health insurance. All right, so now look, you make this grip. This is the Waffen grip, okay? That's the Aoki lock. Now, let's talk about the other attack, which is I'm here, and the knee is a little bit more here. Now, it's not quite all the way down, so he's not immediately just giving me a heel hook, and he's not turning the knee out, so he's not giving me an Aoki lock. Here, it's kind of in the middle of the two, right? So I don't really immediately have either one. What I'm gonna do here is, I'm gonna take my knee and I'm gonna start to compress it. So my knee is pushing down this way. Now my hands are gonna switch. I'm gonna go from this grip, so I'm gonna grip behind the knee, and my left hand's gonna go back to, do you guys remember the single action grip? So this is called a double barrel. This is called a single action, all right? Now my left leg, I pushed with my knee, and I'm gonna continue pushing with my knee as my foot comes out. So I don't stop pushing with my knee. I start pushing with my knee, and then I continue doing that, but my hook comes out. Now I roll the foot over the top, and I go here. Now, this is good, but there's a problem. My legs are not connected. I don't have a connection with my legs yet. Fuck, I'm cramping so bad. Vietnam dehydration is different. All right, anyway, so I want to get this foot inside my knee here. How do I do that? I'm going to come up onto my shoulder, and from there, it's very, very easy. Okay, once you get this detail of getting up on your shoulder, it's really easy to get this. Okay, so we're here. If I just try to finagle the foot in there, yeah, you can get it, but it's a little impractical. Okay, so what I do is from here, I'm just going to come up onto my shoulder, and I'm going to do this while I hold the leg still, guys. Now it's easy. Now I come back. I don't get the heel hook until I come back here, because now I can push the toes and catch the heel in a way that won't slip. Come on, I'm not doing it that tight yet. Okay, I push the toes back, and then I catch the heel. Now, this is very important. When we catch the heel, the way I catch the heel, like initially, will it'll dictate whether you're gonna, it's probably gonna heel slip or not, right? When I catch the heel, I don't wanna catch like this. That's probably gonna slip. I wanna take my elbow and push the toes back, then we catch. And my elbow is coming towards his hips, and my wrist is coming towards my face, okay? And we catch, okay? And we have a are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, we have a strong outside heel, okay? Now the finish, I'm gonna do this without the actual grip, guys, but the finishing mechanics are gonna be this. We're gonna turn this way, and now as we're turning, look at my right leg, that's this leg, guys. As we're turning, I'm gonna attempt, keep going. You're safe because I don't have the grip. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna extend my, keep going, don't stop. I'm gonna extend my right leg to try to hold his other leg down. So if I had the heel hook grip, I could go, essentially I'm going belly down and I'm holding his other leg. Let's go back. So I'm here. And again, I'll do this without the grip, so it's safe. We roll, and I extend my right leg. Keep going, don't stop, keep going, keep going. Keep going, good. And right here, this is like ideal. Like, see how my right leg is holding his other leg down? And now I can bridge into the side of the knee, and it's pretty bad. Okay, now, let's go back. Even with this, you're gonna get people who will eat this pressure. This is not the tightest outside heel hook. It's tight, but it's not like, there are much tighter outside heel hooks. So what's gonna happen? He's gonna roll. So what do we do when he rolls? Well, we're actually gonna give up on the heel hook and we're gonna switch to something else. So the catch with this, okay, this sequence, don't think of this as primarily a heel hooking sequence. I mean, it is a heel hooking sequence, but what it also is a way to get his hips on the floor, okay? And from there, we have even stronger attacks, okay? So we go for the heel hook. If we get the tap, that's great. If we don't, we roll, keep going. From here, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna let go of the heel hook, keep going. And I'm just gonna come towards the secondary leg, and we're gonna tie it up. Now we have a diagonal Ashi, okay? And we're gonna look at this position. This is one of my favorite leg locking positions. If not my favorite, this might be my favorite actually. If you get good at this position, once you get someone here, it's really, really hard to get out. It's so powerful. Okay, this is, in my opinion, the most dangerous leg locking position. It's the most like lopsided leg locking position. It's the most unfair position. You could take, if I taught like a blue belt this position for like maybe 3 classes, and they got pretty decent at it, and then they put me in here, it doesn't matter how much experience you have with leg locks, they're probably gonna fuck your shit up still. Okay, just a couple lessons, and that's probably enough. Once you get someone here, to really like fuck them up pretty bad. Okay, does that make sense, guys? Yeah. So we're gonna talk about that later. But for now, let's one more time look at this entry. Okay, let's go back here. Okay. So again, we entered into an outside Ashi. So guys, the reason that we entered into the outside Ashi is because it's such an, in my opinion, it's such an easy entry to do. So look, if I try to like start with the best position, like my favorite position here would be the butterfly Ashi, right? And like variations of that. But to just start with that, it's a little tough. What's easier each entanglement has its own advantages, right? And in my opinion, one of the advantages of the outside Ashi is it's just really easy to get, right? So easy, especially since, I really like this, especially since a lot of people see this and they go, oh, I can smash the guy. Yes, you can, but I'm not gonna stay here. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna get here, use this to get a hold of you, and then I'm gonna switch to this, okay? Anyway, then we go here, so I'll put this knee up, good. Now, from here, very, very important, guys. Very, very important. Get your hips out. Don't stay on your back here. Get your hips out. Now we can press this leg, roll over the top. I go here. Now I come up on my right shoulder, get this inside, come back, catch the heel hook. We roll. We either finish the heel hook. No, I'm just going to describe it. We either roll and finish the heel hook, or we roll all the way. Keep going, all the way. Keep going. And then we just grab this leg, come forward, and control. Okay? Make sense, guys? All right, let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3.